Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
So basically, as a human being, I am using my eyes to see the page, right? So here whenever we see this page, we are saying it as a pause. Okay. As a human being, how can I see? I'm using my eyes to see the application. Okay. Here our sensors are eyes. In similar way, whatever the tool that we are talking, whatever the tool that we are using, that should have a sensing mechanism. Okay. Say it is either QTP or Selenium or whatever the tool that you are talking about. Okay. That should have a sensing mechanism. Okay. So Selenium having something called locators. So it is going to use some mechanism called locators. By using this sensing mechanism, Selenium is able to recognize the application. Okay. Till this point, any questions here? I am saying whatever the tool that we are using, the tool should have some sensing mechanism. Why this sensing mechanism? Because whether the inbox page is appeared or not, to enter username, it should able to recognize that username text box. To enter password, it should able to it should able to recognize the password text box. And to click on sign in, it should able to see the sign in box, sign in text button is there or not, right? So to perform these steps, it should have some kind of sensing mechanism to recognize these objects. These are called as objects. Okay. So to recognize these things, we need a tool which should have sensing mechanism to recognize these things. Okay. So I'm saying there is some concept called locators. By using that locators concept in Selenium, it can recognize the objects. Okay, here objects means, here if you talk about this username, password, sign in. Okay, so these are something called objects, UI objects. Okay, till this point, any questions here? Did you understand? Say yes or no. If there are any questions, please let me know. Okay. So what I'm saying here, these are called as objects. Okay. These are the things that have to be. These are the things have to be recognized by the Selenium. How Selenium is recognizing? It uses a concept called locators. We have to discuss more of locators, don't worry. Okay. So we call it as the objects. So don't confuse with these words. If you are a programmer, if you know some programming knowledge, you may get confused with this word. Okay. Don't confuse. We hear objects means in automation terminology, here objects means this UI objects. UI objects means user interface. Like examples like this username, text box, password text box, sign in button. Okay, for example, as of now, these are the 3 UI objects. Okay, now let us discuss about these objects. So whenever you take any web-based application, what are the different types of UI objects? Different types of, can anyone guess it? Types of UI objects? Like just now we discussed about text box button. Text box button. Similarly, can anyone of you guess? Yes, that's correct. Images, yes, page, links. What else? List box, check box, that's correct. Yep. List box, check box, radio buttons. Okay, so all this comes under, in a web-based application, these are the different objects that we can come across. Okay, so these are the different types of objects that we can observe in a web-based application. So these are the objects that have to Selenium have to recognize. Okay, so to recognize these objects, Selenium uses something called locators, as I said. Okay, so it uses locators. Here, locators means it may use ID, it may use name, it may use what we call export. Okay, and it may use CSS. I'm missing something here. Link. Sometimes we need to mention link name also. Okay, so it uses some concept. Okay, it uses these properties. These we generally call it as the properties. So either of anyone, it may use any one of this to recognize these objects. Okay, basically these are the different objects that are available in any web-based application. Okay, each object, it has own properties. Okay, these are the objects which are built on properties. Okay, so text box contains some property like name, ID. Okay, button contains some name, some property like ID, like this. Okay, each object has some properties. Okay, basically we are using these properties to recognize the objects. Okay, so we have different types of objects here, and each object contains some properties like name, ID, and we have something called HTML tag. Okay, let me install this. It is something like class. What is this type of class? Text box is something called input. Okay, class of text box is input. Button is also input. Images img class. Okay, page even myself I did not remember. Link, it's a class. Okay, the HTML tag for link is a. Okay, so it has some class and it has some property. So based on these things, we can recognize the objects. Okay, so how locators means in Selenium, as I said, we use locators. Okay, it uses these things. It uses these things to recognize the object. Okay, most probably we have these different types. Okay, so by using these things, we can recognize this username, password, the sign in button or inbox page, whatever we want. Okay. Can you hear me? Is it clear, or what about others? Is it clear? Kunal, can you check your side? Because I'm no speaking very loud here. Kunal and the person, I think Fatima, can you please check it your side? Yep. Any questions till this point? So what I'm saying here, in a web-based application, these are the different types of objects that we can come across. Okay. So each object contains an HTML tag, which is nothing but class. Okay, and it contains some properties. So locators will work on these properties and HTML tag. Based on these things, locators will work. So by using locators, Selenium can recognize the objects. Okay. Any questions till this point? Any questions here? Any confusion? Yeah. Now let me show how these locators, this ID. I was mentioning these different objects and these properties and HTML tag, right? So I will explain. I will show how these can be captured. Say you are using Firefox. Okay. Say for example, if you are using Firefox and if you want to find the locators, there is something called Firebug. Okay, I will assist you to install this Firebug. Okay, Firebug is an add-on. Firebug is an add-on which will help us to identify the locators in Firefox. Okay, suppose if you want to work on Firefox, you have to install Firebug. Okay, by using Firebug, you can find out the locators. Firebug is nothing but it is an add-on for Firefox. Okay, suppose if you want to use Internet Explorer, okay, there is something called IE Developer. I don't think so you need to install. This is available from latest version. Okay, so by using this IE Developer, we can recognize the objects. And suppose if you want to work on Google Chrome, okay, say if you want to recognize the objects in Google Chrome, what you can do here, you can install Chrome Developer. So that it will help us to identify the objects, okay, in Google Chrome. Similarly, we have some two more, but generally, we use these things. Okay. So let me show. Let me open this Firefox here. I'm opening Gmail. Maybe if I can show these objects, the objects that we were talking about, if I can show these properties.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.